Good morning, class. This morning we are going to discuss Title 12, and Title 12 deals with closed corporation. Now, when can you consider a corporation as a closed corporation? Section 95 answers that. Section 95 states that a closed corporation within the meaning of this code is one whose articles of incorporation provides, letter A, all the corporations issued stocks of all classes exclusive of treasury shares shall be held of record by not more than specified number of persons, not exceeding 20. Letter B, all the issued stocks of all classes shall be subjected to one or more specified restrictions on transfers permitted by this title. And letter C, the corporation shall not be listed in a stocks exchange or make any public offering of its stocks of any class. Okay, so three instances which will qualify a corporation as a closed corporation. Number one, the stockholder should not exceed 20. Number two, it's subject to restrictions. The shares of stocks are subject to restrictions. And number three, it should not be listed in a local stocks exchange. However, the last sentence of the first paragraph provides that, notwithstanding the foregoing, the corporation shall not be deemed a closed corporation when at least two-thirds of the voting stocks or voting rights is owned or controlled by another corporation which is not a closed corporation within the meaning of this code. Therefore, if two-thirds of the ownership belongs to an open corporation, that corporation is not considered as a closed corporation but considered as an open corporation. Now, second paragraph is very important. This enumerates the organizations or the entities which could not incorporate as a closed corporation. Any corporation may incorporate as a closed corporation except the following. Number one, mining or oil companies. Number two, stock exchanges. Number three, banks. Number four, insurance companies. Number five, public utilities. Number six, educational institutions. Number seven, corporations declared to be vested with public interest in accordance with the provisions of this code. Why? Because of their liability to the public, their implied responsibility to the public class. That is why they could not incorporate as a closed corporation. So those are the things that I would like you to remember in Title 12, closed corporations. First, the qualification, and second, what are the entities prohibited from forming a closed corporation. But before we will leave Chapter 12 class, let me emphasize that in closed corporation, there is also this preemptive right. Now, what is this preemptive right? As we have studied, these are the rights given to stockholders. Now, these are the rights given to stockholders to be given preference to subscribe first on the newly issued shares in order to maintain their stock holdings. But in closed corporation class, the preemptive right is extended. It extends not only to the originally issued shares, but it extends up to the reissuance of shares in treasury and in subsequent sale of shares. The important thing that you have to remember here is that the shareholding should not exceed 20. The shareholding should not exceed 20 persons. 20 persons will be holding that share. Okay, so that is all for Title 12. This is really a very short provision. Next provision or next title, or I think this is the last title that we will be discussing under Corporation Code. We still have one, I think, no? And that is the special corporation. Then after that, we will move to the third module, which is cooperative. Good morning, class.